Let me describe a situation and tell me if it sounds familiar. You started one Etsy shop, it did okay, then you realized different niches attract different buyers with different psychology, and you're thinking, should I open another shop? Short answer, yes, but only if you do it right. Because here's what happens next. You open that second account and boom, linked and suspended. You try a VPN thinking that'll fix it, doesn't help. Now your main account is getting risky warnings. Meanwhile, everyone else seems to be running multiple stores just fine, and competition keeps growing. Can you relate? Well, Etsy is amazing for scaling, but it's also incredibly smart about linking and blocking accounts. So in this video, I'll show you when multiple shops actually make sense, what Etsy tracks behind the scenes, the exact setup pro sellers use to manage multiple shops safely, and growth hacks most sellers never even talk about. Plus, I'm dropping a special discount code at the end, so stick around. Should you even have multiple Etsy shops? Here's the thing. Etsy actually allows multiple shops, but each one must use a different email, follow platform policies, be disclosed in your profile, and operate as a distinct brand. Etsy isn't some tiny startup. It's a publicly traded company with serious trust systems. Marketplace integrity is literally their business model. So, when do multiple shops actually make sense? Well, they do when they're in completely different niches. If you're testing new product categories, if you want to separate print on demand from handmade, and if you're building sellable brand assets. However, bad reasons could be if you try escaping negative reviews, avoiding responsibility, and restarting after SEO fails. Now, let me show you what Etsy actually sees when you're running multiple accounts. How Etsy tracks your accounts. Etsy doesn't just see your shop name, they see patterns. They track IP behavior and history, device fingerprints, browser configuration, login timing patterns, payment methods, activity consistency. Multiple shops from the same location? Not necessarily a problem. Suspicious behavior? That's what's going to get you flagged. Red flags that trigger suspensions. Now, if you're logging into 4 shops in 15 minutes, using cheap VPNs that consistently change locations, operating from different countries daily, copy-pasting identical listings between shops, or artificially boosting one shop from another, well, these are all red flags to Etsy. And if your shops look like identical twins pretending not to know each other, Etsy will notice. So, how do serious sellers manage multiple shops without getting linked? Well, most sellers try different Chrome profiles, incognito mode, VPNs and cookie managers, buying multiple laptops and renting cloud computers. Sounds logical, right? But here's the problem with each. Chrome profiles separate logins, not device fingerprints. VPNs hide your IP, not your browser identity. Plus, even the best VPNs crash at times. Extra laptops work until you need 5 or 10, then it becomes impossible to manage. Incognito mode doesn't protect you from anything, seriously. Cookie managers only clear sessions, not IPs or device data. Cloud computers actually do work, but they're extremely slow and expensive. Now, I know this all sounds bad, but you're here because I promised a solution, right? For proper isolation, each of your Etsy shops needs to look like it's running on a completely different computer, not just a different tab, a different machine. This is exactly why I use an antidetect browser. The tool I recommend is called Gologin. It emulates real computers on a very deep level, so even modern marketplace platforms can't identify it. Now, here's a simpler way to think about it. You create separate virtual laptops inside one dashboard. Think of it like this. Instead of switching accounts, you're switching computers. And that's totally fine with Etsy. No suspicion whatsoever. That's the key difference. Each shop gets its own browser fingerprint, its own cookies and history, its own device parameters, its own IP address. Complete isolation. Now, let me show you exactly how to set this up. Step 1, you need to install Gologin. Go to gologin.com, sign up and download the app, and then log in. Now, you'll see a dashboard with browser profiles. Each of these profiles is one isolated browser environment, one of those virtual laptops I mentioned. Now, you can use any amount of them. Step 2, create one profile per shop. Click Create Profile and name it after your Etsy shop purely for convenience. Step 3, assign a proxy IP. Click the plus button at the location column to add a proxy. Choose your country and then click Connect. Gologin provides residential proxies, or you can paste your own. But an important rule here, one Etsy shop equals one profile equals one IP. Never mix them up. Step 4, log into Etsy. Go ahead and click Run. A new browser window opens with your isolated environment. Log into your Etsy shop or create a new one and work just like normal. Then close it when you're done. Step 5, scale it. You can scale with this whole process now. Just repeat for each additional shop. Every time you click Connect IP, the system gives you a fresh address. You can add any amount. You only pay for the traffic, and some is already included in your monthly plans anyway. And you can even run multiple profiles at the same time safely. And this is literally the exact setup professional teams use to operate multiple Etsy stores without restrictions. Oh, and just a quick pro tip. Gologin provides dynamic proxies which work fine, but serious sellers also use static residential proxies for long-term shop management. For this, you should check out Floppy Data for quality static IPs. Link is in the description. Growth hacks most sellers miss. Now, multiple shops gives you serious leverage when done right. For example, niche domination. Instead of just one general shop, you can create focused micro brands. Specific shops convert better, and Etsy's algorithm rewards clarity. Also, they're great at testing engines, meaning that you can use one shop as your lab, testing pricing, thumbnails, titles, and bundles. When something works, just apply the strategy without duplicating the listing. And brand asset strategy. Each shop is potentially a sellable digital asset. You're not just building income, you're actually building exits. One shop is going to pay the bills. Second shop funds vacations. Third shop, well, that's your I don't check price tags anymore shop. But remember, even with antidetect browsers, people do mess up. So avoid opening multiple shops on day one. Creating shops from brand new profiles, always warm them up first. Using the same IP for multiple shops. Copying identical listings, sharing customer data between shops, cross-promoting or artificially boosting, using the same payment method, and automating way too early. Remember, multiple shops are allowed, manipulation isn't. Keep your activity human and don't rush it. Alright, here's the bonus I promised. Use the promo code on screen for 50% off your first Gologin purchase. Now, when you sign up, you get a 7-day free trial to test everything before even paying. Link and code are in the description as well. So if you are serious about running multiple Etsy shops safely, start with Gologin. And if this helped, hit like and subscribe for more real strategy breakdowns, and drop your questions in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.